Two men are behind bars in connection to the rape and strangling death of 12-year-old Jocelyn Nangeri. At around 6:15 a.m. on Monday the 17th of June, Jocelyn's body was discovered floating in a shallow creek along the 400 block of West Rankin Road in Houston, Texas. Billy Jackson, the woman who found Jocelyn's body, said that she was driving home from dropping her husband off from work that morning when she made the disturbing discovery. She said, "I drove past and when I looked up the creek, I thought it was a mannequin. I did a U-turn and stopped on the bridge, put my flashes on, looked down, and realised it was someone. I parked right here and called 911 immediately," she said. Investigators said that Jocelyn snuck out of a home nearby at around 10 p.m. on Sunday the 16th of June, just hours before she was found dead. Authorities said that on the morning of Thursday the 20th of June, they arrested two individuals, 21-year-old Johan Martinez and 26-year-old Franklin Paranimos, and charged them with capital murder. Authorities said that surveillance footage shared by the community helped police determine where Jocelyn and her assailants were moments leading up to her death. Investigators learned that the suspects had dinner together the night of the murder. After their meal, they left the restaurant and began walking in the area. Police said that the suspects, who lived in the same block as the girl, approached Jocelyn along Key Kendall Road, and they all walked to a 7-Eleven convenience store. Jocelyn was talking to a 13-year-old boyfriend on the phone at around midnight when he heard her talking to two adults. Minutes later, all three of them walked to a bridge, where Jocelyn was raped and strangled to death. Johan and Franklin then continued walking to their residence, leaving Jocelyn's body behind. After days of investigating, on Thursday the 20th of June, authorities located the two men at 13355 Northborough Drive at the Canfield Lakes Apartments complex, located less than half a mile away, and took them into custody. The investigation into the matter continues. 25-year-old Kejon Janice Ellis is behind bars and faces multiple charges after stabbing a man. At around 1 a.m. on Saturday the 15th of June, authorities responded to the parking lot of Petro Mart on Scoop Boulevard in Columbia, Missouri after a man was stabbed near his ribs. Authorities said that Kejon had an argument with another person earlier that evening and that she called the victim to pick her up. The two then got into an argument and Kejon pulled out a knife while sitting in the man's vehicle and threatened to stab him. The victim then drove into the Petro Mart parking lot. Kejon then got out of the vehicle, walked over to the driver's side window and stabbed the man. The victim had recorded the beginning of the argument on his phone, and Kejon was seen with a knife in her hands. Multiple witnesses told police they saw the two arguing and fighting. The man then fell out of the vehicle and onto the ground with blood on his shirt, stating that he had been stabbed. Kejon then fled in the vehicle. Kejon was arrested and charged with first-degree domestic assault, armed criminal action, and unlawful use of a weapon. She remains held at the Boone County Jail without bond. The investigation into the matter continues.